Hey Stampers, Kim from StampingImperfection.com. Welcome to my craft room. I wanted to share with you, Stampin' Up! Has been having weekly deals on a few of their products, and one of the products this week is really timely. It's the Autumn Accents Bigs Die, and I just wanted to show you this, and I'm going to share a couple of projects, and I'll share some projects over at my blog at StampingImperfection.com, but I wanted to show this to you because this is on sale this week, and it's a pretty great deal. So you can purchase this at mystampingstore.com. That's what you put in your URL. This is a Bigs die, a Bigs extra large die, and it's called Autumn Accents. And basically you just need your cutting plates. You put your Bigs die down. I'm putting a piece of Always Artichoke on top, and then I'm going to put my second cutting plate on top of that. And I'm going to just run this through. I remove the outside sheet. This is what you get. So you can use designer paper. The sweater weather designer paper is really beautiful for this. Or then I could go ahead and stamp these with the Wonderful stamp set. But what I really like to do is I like to use my wood grain embossing folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use my plain platform. So I'm going to slide my two tabs in first. I don't have very much room in my stamping room, so it's a bit of a tight squeeze. So then I'm going to put a cutting plate down. I'm going to take the images I cut out with my my Autumn's Bigs die, and I'm just going to place them in the embossing folder any way that they fit. Close this up, and then put the second cutting plate on top. And whatever, everybody's Big Shot requires a different sandwich, like depends on how old or new your cutting plate is. And when I get done with this, I have these pretty leaves with a texture. They have this great texture. I don't know how well you can see that. My Big Shot's located right in front of the window. Maybe that's better. Okay, but they've got this fun little texture. They actually look kind of like crinkled up leaves. You could also do the suede technique and really crumple them up and break up the fibers and peel them apart. So you could do that also, which is also a fun technique. I wanted to share one of the projects. This is a very quick and easy project. I've used my Autumn's Bigs die and my wood grain embossing folder with my Big Shot to cut out a few different colors of the Autumn's accent leaves. So I just cut out Cajun Craze, Soft Suede, Always Artichoke, and I have some pre-cut leaves, two different sizes, from the Simply Created Thankful Tablescape Simply Created kit that Stampin' Up! Is selling. And in that kit, this is what we're going to end up making. I'm just going to make a very quick napkin and silverware holder. This is perfect if you have a lot of people coming over and you do a buffet style. You can wrap your silverware in your napkin, slide it in here, and then they can just pick the whole thing up. And this is kind of a pretty little touch to have around. And then when they take them off and they're sitting around on the table or wherever they place them, that it's like a little decoration that you've created. So that's what we're going to create. So in the Simply Created Thankful Tablescape kit, you get 10 of these belly bands. This is really the sweater weather paper, and these are 1 3/4 wide, and they're not quite 12 inches long. So I just folded it in half and cut it in half so that I could get more out of this. So this is almost 6 inches. It's like 5 7/8 inches long. And again, it's 1 3/4 inches wide. So that's the sweater weather paper. You can use plain cardstock if you like. It doesn't matter. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of this two-sided sticky tape, put it down on one side of the sweater weather paper, and then I'm just going to create my little circle and stick it on. So I've created a little circle. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a piece of sticky tape on each side of that seam, and then I'm going to put the burlap ribbon around there. Now the burlap ribbon doesn't come in the Thankful Tablescape kit. You purchase that separately. It's in the holiday catalog, and it's fabulous. It's really the softest burlap ribbon that I've ever used. So I'm loving the burlap ribbon I'm getting, and you get so much of it. I think you get you get 5 yards. 5 yards of burlap ribbon goes a really long way, and it's just a great accent to add to your fall projects. Taking off my two-sided sticky strip, the red paper for my two-sided sticky strip, then I'm just going to adhere this down like this, and I'm going to kind of pull it as tight as I can get it without bending my paper, and then I'm just going to clip it along right there, just like that. And the sticky strip works really great if you put it on the paper and not on the burlap. It works on the burlap, it's just really hard to get it to stick and then pull off the red side. The next thing I did in the Thankful Tablescape Simply Created kit, it comes with 10 pieces of pre-cut burlap ribbon. So I just took that and I folded it in half, and then I'm just going to actually clip this. I folded it in half, and I'm just going to tie a knot. One of these Naturals designer buttons. These are Naturals designer buttons. I liked this one. You could take any one that you want. There are some that are just the dark early espresso color, and then I'm going to put, I have 2 pieces of linen thread essentially on each side, so I'm just going to feed all of them through a hole, and then I'm going to tie a bow. So tie your bow, you can trim off the excess, make your bow as big as you want. Now every one of these is going to be slightly different because I only sent each color through one, so I only have one of each size. So since I've already used some of the sizes, so I'm just going to randomly take a few of these, pick a few different colors, and put them together. Okay, so it doesn't matter which ones I pick. I picked 4, and I'm using at least one from the Tablescape kit because I really like the pattern paper. I put that one on top of, I picked 2 maple leaves and I kind of put it on top, and then you just layer them the way you like it. I'm using glue dots to layer them together, and I want all the colors to show, and then I'm just going to use glue dots to attach this to the back of. Okay, so I've layered all my leaves together. I've just picked 4 different ones in 4 different colors, and then I'm just going to attach this underneath here and put it at a jaunty little angle like that. And if you want, you can flatten it out if you want to, but now I can take my silverware and a napkin, and I can have one of my kids wrap these up, and then they're just going to slide right in there. So I have these little napkin rings, and they're very quick and easy. You can make as many as you want. You know, it's not very expensive, and they make a pretty little table decoration by everybody's place setting if you want to use them for place settings. So a quick and easy little napkin ring made with pieces from the Thankful Tablescape Sweater Weather Burlap Ribbon and the Autumn Accents Bigs Die and Wood Grain Embossing Folder. So thanks for watching. Check out my blog at stampingimperfection.com for all the measurements and more projects that go along with this. So thanks for watching.